Okay, so here's how it works. These guys blew through the unit of Source Warriors, and now they've turned around. This is Chaos turn 3. I did hold with this unit, and the Temple Guard moved in and flanked these guys. This was my big gambit. I had to destroy these guys, but they managed to hold, which is awesome against even all this stuff. I attribute that to high armor, and also he got an Eye of the Gods result of a stubborn, so that all helped. But this is how this is supposed to work. That the knights come in, they hit things, and if they can break through or just hold, and the way to do that is to make them ultra tough with a really killy hero and 6 Chaos Knights. And so you end up with this Shaggoth in the rear, Shaggoth in the side here, Marauder footmen coming in for the flank. So this is one really complicated combat, but I'm definitely on the downside of it. So we'll see what happens. It's really the stubborn that might save me here. That these guys are locked in with these guys, and this is locked in. So we'll see how it goes. But I very well could be practically tabled by the end of turn 3. Okay, so we're at bottom of the third.
No,
So,
still
no,
top.
still top of the third.
End of combat.
So, yeah, end of combat. I lost this giant morass by 7. Lost by 7. Chaos combat result was 15. Lizardmen was 8. So, right now it gets pretty complicated because these guys are stubborn, and they made their break test. So, he's stuck. The Shaggoth is stuck. These knights are stuck to them. So, the Marauders are going to pursue the Saurus Warriors, and the Shaggoth is going to pursue the Stegodon. So here it comes. Let's do the Stegodon first. 2d6. Stegodon flees 8. Okay, 16. Wow, that is really outstanding. Okay, let's see if he cascades into the next thing. Nope. So we end up something like him being over here. And then the Stegodon is removed. And now the Marauders versus the Saurus. Saurus, roll a 6. Marauders roll an 8. So the Saurus are removed without even fleeing first. Like you don't move them if you roll higher. And then you go, what was it, 8 inches? Okay, so they end up right about there. So that was pretty good. And that's how the Warriors of Chaos are supposed to work. That you get two really good blocks of knights, ramp them up to the max, and and then just go rip somebody to shreds. You can do even better if you add in 2 heroes to a unit. But then you're really starting to kind of eat into your support units. But there you go. So we'll do the rest of the combats. We'll tell you how the game ends. Hey, end of the game. First off, these sticks do not have infinite pliability. You can't make a heart out of them. Let's just say that. So, this game, this is what we ended up with. Yeah, you'll see there's a blank spot where the Temple Guard used to be. And the Slann, I got tabled, basically, except for these guys that are still running around. And, it was pretty pathetic. But the real strength of the Warriors of Chaos book, in my opinion, is to have a very narrow range of killy hittiness that can come from afar off with the Chaos Knights. Now, that's not to say the Warriors of Chaos book can't have a great infantry list. In fact, I believe their infantry list could be very strong with beefy Chaos Warriors backed up by heroes in them and big blocks of Marauders. Marauders are a great value, Marauders on foot. But you can basically get the same sort of effect painting up less models, painting up newer plastics that are very evocative, very well sculpted. in the cavalry version of the exact same thing. That you can, have your Chaos Warriors mount up and ride off into the sunset. My recommendation for your foot army, consider war shrines because they go about the same pace and they're great sporting units. But for the cavalry army, go with the 2 Shaggoths because they move at the same rate, they're rank breakers, and they are shred-tastic. Weapon skill 6 with 2 hand weapons. They have 6 attacks. Strength 6, is that all right? So, yeah, they are pound-tastic, and they give great conversion opportunities, too. Like, a lot of different things can represent a Shaggoth, as you may have seen in some of the Pandora's armies that we've done. So, I hope you enjoyed and got some inspiration and insight. And the shake, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.